So today in Zimbabwe, as you have seen, I think I've been covering these issues, is the Zimbabwe Defense Forces Day. Sorry, last time when I was covering this, my video was cut short. Hopefully this time it's not going to be the factor. So there is something that was seemingly happening. You see, some of us, we analyze, we observe what is obtaining as these celebrations are being done. At the center of it, if you look at the state media, how it has been trying to project this event, they have been actually, it has been glorifying Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa around this event to be the center of attraction in everything that is taking place. And also, I have been checking specifically the Herald, that is the state media, and I think ZPC also. If you look at the pictures they took, most of those pictures about glorifying the family of Mnangagwa, that is himself as well as his wife, and they limited pictures of retired General Chiwenga, especially sitting during the event. He was only covered when he came through. And what is the possible reason? I mean, in an environment like Zimbabwe, whereby information is very difficult to obtain, we rely on analysis, and mostly these analyses have proven to be the truth. And on this live broadcast, I'll be taking you on possible reasons why I am of the view that retired General Chiwenga has been censored by the state media in terms of the visuals that are coming through. And secondly, I'll be giving opinion that these two events, and maybe as others, I'm sure we have seen that I've been saying this thing for the longest period of time, that there is seemingly a plan to actually sideline retired General Chiwenga, especially by the faction of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, which is currently, by the way, in control of Zimbabwe. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hloniphani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So I was checking just even the visuals that are coming through from it. I think it is still ongoing. Mnangagwa has just given his speech. They were making presentations of which misrepresenting history, particularly the history of Matabeleland, but that's the story for another day. So today I want to focus on the state media, specifically. If you look even at this picture that I put and you go where I took these pictures, you will realize that those who were taking pictures, they would just focus on Mnangagwa, his wife, as well as maybe few of the bodyguards. We are not even shown where Chiwenga is sitting with his wife. They limit showing visuals of Chiwenga and his wife. Why do they do so? I think Mnangagwa have realized that each and every time there is a public gathering of ZANU-PF, especially a national public gathering, people tend to focus more on retired General Chiwenga, what he is putting on. Even they tend to focus mostly on his wife. And compare them with Mnangagwa. And Chiwenga appears to be by far looking better than Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, as well as his wife, especially in public spaces. And as such, there may have been an orchestrated plan, most probably from the Zimbabwe Central Intelligence Organization, to actually compel the journalist who covers such an event, because they limit the coverage. I mean, who goes to cover cover the event, who gets to take pictures, to state media. And the state media, by the way, consists of journalists, most of them who are the members of the Central Intelligence Organization. So it's easy to disseminate such an information, to alienate or to censor retired General Chiwenga. And this speaks volumes to the ongoing factional fights that are the order of the day at the moment within ZANU-PF. Of course, they are trying to pretend, okay, if indeed, these two are good buddies, look at even the sitting arrangement of a national event such as this one. Under normal circumstances, I think I used to watch the events, such events, when they were presided over by Robert Gabriel Mugabe. You will see the state media showing the visuals of the vice presidents, all the vice presidents sitting with the president. The pictures will make sure that they depict that, which gave some sense that ZANU-PF was in unison in doing things. So you would hear stories speaking about ZANU-PF whenever ZANU-PF have an activity. But these days, if ZANU-PF have an activity, definitely you are assured that there would be advancement of a narrow factional agenda within that activity. For example, yesterday, I haven't checked because today I wasn't following that much, but I'm going to go and check other events, such as who was present, where the parallel structures that have been created by Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa present at that particular event, and what were they doing. But most probably, even if they were not putting a regalia, I can attest with you, I can guess that definitely they were present to make sure that because Mnangagwa's speeches are very, very boring, and there is a high that he can actually read a speech without people clapping hands on him. So he organized these parallel structures to be always listening, and at a certain minutes to clap hands. He is poor, it's not his thing. He can't read a speech the way maybe the former dictator Robert Gabriel Mugabe used to do in Zimbabwe when reading the speech. Even though you did not agree with him, but the more you listened to him, you will begin sometimes to say, but this guy here and there, he said the truth. And that is why you would see people outside Zimbabwe marveling Robert Gabriel Mugabe, because when it came to delivering the speech at such events, it will be the talk of the day, not only in Zimbabwe, but by also international media. They will be covering the clips that Robert Gabriel Mugabe would have actually presented on. But there is actually limitations when it comes to Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. One would think that he is reciting a poem that he is reading. He hasn't even memorized it. The way his delivery in terms of quality lacks really significantly. And from the look of things, he is not gifted. As I have said, I think if truth can be said, Mnangagwa could not have been president if it was via elections. I don't think there will be a sane person who would put X on the ballot box and specifically look for Mnangagwa and neglect other candidates that would be existing. I can tell you, even if there is a donkey competing with him, people are bound to actually vote more for that particular donkey. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. You can support this people's channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel, who are helping us to grow and procure equipment so that we can be better and better. And you can also do so by sending us stars. Okay, is signing off. Let me laugh.